I've learned so much from Sir Richard that I've got to give you my top 20 quotes from him. I do remember, though, walking off stage in Dublin, Ireland, and I walked off, and there's this guy standing there with this amazing hair, and I looked down, and he's wearing the exact same outfit I am, and he goes, "Nice outfit." And it's like he went on stage, I came off stage. It was kind of like the Australian convict walks off, and then the Sir walks on type thing. But his top 20 quotes, let's get straight to them. Number one in my books, fun is one of the most important and underrated ingredients in any successful venture. If we see something that Sir Richard has done in everything, it seems like the guy is enjoying life, enjoying doing it. All of his crazy pranks, all of his crazy PR stuff. He brings fun to everything. And I feel like every time I do business with one of his brands, I seem to enjoy it more. There's more fun involved in it than there would be in other brands. Great lesson, Sir Richard. Number two, you don't learn to walk by following the rules. You learn by doing and falling over. It's crazy, but, if your kid, I've got 5 kids, as probably you know, but with my kids, if one of them fell over, you don't go, "Hey, kid, don't worry about it. You're going to be a crawler for the rest of your life." No, you got to fall over. You got to keep doing it. Number 3, by putting the employee first, the customer effectively comes first by default. Now think about that for a second, then I'll finish the quote. If you put the employee first, the customer comes first by default because you're empowering that team member to do an amazing job of taking care of the customer. And in the end, the shareholder comes first by default as well. It's like a simple circle. If you build your team, they build the customer builds the business. That's the way it works time and time again. Number 4, I think that there's a very thin dividing line between success and failure. Yes, Sir Richard, I 100% agree, but here's where it comes into his power. And think if you start a business without financial backing, you're likely to go on the wrong side of that dividing line. What does he mean by that? You got to have the money to get things going, because otherwise, and it's this whole bootstrapping idea. I know for me, as a young man, I was very proud of the fact that I bootstrapped my whole business. Later on, I'm learning, dang, what if I'd actually gone out and learned how to raise capital? What if I learned how to borrow capital, build capital before I built the business? The big challenge for a lot of business people is that they start underfunded, and it's not just underfunded in money, it's underfunded in knowledge. Get the knowledge you need to make your business succeed. Number 5, the art of delegation is one of the key skills any entrepreneur must master. You cannot do it all on your own. Team is the thing. You want to build a great business, you got to build a great team. You want to build anything, you got to build a great team. Make sure you do that delegation thing. This one, it's a big one, but there's 3 main points to it that I want you to understand, okay? Or that I needed to understand so that I could succeed in business. If you want to be more productive, then start at the start. Get there on time. Whether it's a meeting, a flight, an appointment, or a date, it's important to ensure that when you say you'll be there, you will. This may feel like an old-fashioned tip to give, but it has served me well for 5 decades in business. The old on time is late, 5 minutes early is on time type thing. It took me a while to learn that one. Once I got it mastered, though, it was showing respect to other people. Someone actually that helped me learn this, when I turned up late to a meeting, she turned to me and said, "Brad, is your time worth more than mine? Are you more valuable than me? So why would you disrespect my time by wasting it by not being here on time?" I'm like, took me out and made me get on time. All right, number 7. My interest in life comes from setting myself huge, apparently unachievable challenges and then trying to rise above them. Let's state this one again. Sir Richard Branson, my interest in life comes from setting myself huge, apparently unachievable challenges and trying to rise above them. The greatest visionaries set massive, massive challenges for themselves to achieve. Number 8, for a successful entrepreneur, it can mean extreme wealth. But with extreme wealth comes extreme responsibility. And the responsibility for me is to invest in creating new businesses, create jobs, employ people, and to put money aside to tackle issues where we can make a difference. I love the fact that Sir Richard sees the job of a successful entrepreneur to create more entrepreneurs. Build it up, build it up, build it up. Number 9, Entrepreneurs are natural problem solvers. By the way, at the end of this, I'm going to tell you my quote that Sir Richard quoted in his blog on virgin.com. Number 9, let me get back to it. Entrepreneurs are natural problem solvers, which means that we always have ideas for new businesses popping into our heads. No, I've never had that. Here's the point. Having a lot of options is great, but sometimes it can be hard to focus on the one when you are keen to move on to the next. Dang, focus, Brad, focus, Brad, focus. It's a very important part of it. Thank you, Sir Richard, for the reminder. Number 10, you should not build your customer service system on the premise that your organization will never question the whims of your client. Now, let me repeat that for a second. You should not build your customer service system on the premise that your organization will never question the whims of your clients. Some clients, some customers are wrong, okay? Some customers want you to do things. That's not what your business is about. Not every customer is right. You only sell this. Like I remember reading a great example of this, a business that would not allow customers to take home their food. They did not sell it in takeout because the only way they could present it perfectly was in their restaurant. And people were upset about this. And they said, well, too bad. That's not what we do. Number 11. This one, very simple. Sir Richard is a great example of this. A good leader doesn't get stuck behind a desk. I don't think I need to add anything to that, do I? No. Number 12, respect is how to treat everyone, not just those you want to impress. But you'll impress them more if you respect everyone. Kind of funny that way, isn't it? How you treat the waiter is how you treat everybody, basically, and you watch people for that. Number 13, very important one. If somebody offers you an amazing opportunity, but you are not sure you can do it, say yes, then learn how to do it later. I use this quote of Sir Richard's everywhere because I think it's massively important that when a deal comes your way, when an opportunity comes your way, you got to say yes. I had to learn that early on in my life. I was like, well, I don't know how to do it, therefore I'm not going to take it on. It's about the what we're doing first. The how will come later. My brain will find out the how if I commit to doing something. Number 14, don't you think what's the cheapest way to do it or what's the fastest way to do it? Think what's the most amazing way to do it. Now that to me embodies Sir Richard and his whole philosophy. Don't worry about what's cheapest, what's fastest. Think about what's the most amazing way to do it and do it that way. Number 15, clients do not come first. Employees come first. If you take care of your employees, they will take care of the clients. Took me a while to learn this one, but ultimately, I had to get the fact that if I take care of my people, they take care of my customers. It's not my job to always bow to the customer. It's my job to put the employees first so they grow, they learn, they become the best they can be. Number 16, as soon as something stops being fun, I think it's time to move on. Life is too short to be unhappy. Waking up stressed and miserable is not a good way to live. Whoo-wee. Yeah, I had to cut off doing certain things in my business. One day I actually realized I had to fire myself as CEO of my company because I wasn't enjoying being CEO anymore. Went back to doing the speeches, doing the writing of the books, doing all the things that I did enjoy. Number 17, do not be embarrassed by your failures. Learn from them and start again. Dang, if you're on any of my other videos, you know I talk about my failures more than anyone should, but it's the lessons I got from them. Learn and start again. Number 18, the brands that will thrive in the coming years are the ones that have a purpose beyond profit. I think with me at ActionCOACH, our mission is world abundance through business re-education. Help business owners, one owner at a time. Help business people have more fun and get more life out of their business. Hopefully, Sir Richard's quotes are going to help you with that. Number 19, there is no greater thing you can do with your life and your work than follow your passions in a way that serves the world and you. Find what you're passionate about, get passionate about it, deliver it in a way that serves you and serves the world. If you know what you love, then you're doing your purpose in this life. Some of us get given our mission in life. Some of us have to find our mission in life. Number 20. Dun, 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 Sir Richard Branson. Entrepreneurship is about turning what excites you in life into capital so that you can do more of it and move forward with it. Let me state that again. Entrepreneurship is about turning what excites you into in life into capital so that you can do more of it and move forward with it. Thank you, Sir Richard, for all the great lessons over the years. Keep bringing them to us. I'll keep bringing them to you. I love what he teaches, and I keep learning from him. Sir Richard, thank you.